What's up, guys? Got my little gun that I had that one time. Today we're going to be doing pretty much a full day of eating video, but we're going to call it a what I eat in a day just to switch things up because spice is the flavor of life. I can't even recall what the right version of that quote is. But I'm just going to show you guys what I eat in a typical day for fat loss. Recently, I've been eating 2,600 calories a day and the weight has been coming off pretty fast. My abs are coming in. I can tell I'm getting a little leaner. I feel good in the gym and that's really all that matters. The only problem is I'm a little hungry at the end of the day. Anyway, the macros I have been trying to hit recently are about 185 protein, 300-ish carbs, and about 75 fat. That puts me at 2,600 calories total, and like I said, the weight has been coming off fast at that. Couple educational things. If you want to lose weight, the only thing you need to make sure you are doing is that you are eating in a calorie deficit, consuming fewer calories than you are burning. So if you burn a lot of calories, you can eat a lot more calories and still lose weight. That's partially why I can eat like 2,600 calories and lose weight fast. I burn well over 3,000 calories a day, I've found from just trial and error. So if you want to lose weight, you can either eat less or do more or do both. Figure out how many calories you can eat on a consistent basis and maintain weight, then eat maybe 500 calories below that and you'll lose about a pound a week. A pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So if you eat in a 500 calorie deficit every day for a week, that's 3,500 calories total deficit for the week. That's 1 pound lost-ish. 1 pound of fat. Do not get confused by the scale and water weight because your weight will fluctuate anywhere from like 5 to 10 pounds just from dropping water. That is not fat. That's why sometimes you'll lose weight really fast and then gain it back really fast. But that's its own video. You can go back to my how to lose weight video. I'll link it on the screen. The other thing I want to talk about is my dieting protocol. I follow If It Fits Your Macros. I pretty much just take those macros that I mentioned earlier and I eat whatever it is I want that will fit those macros. I try to eat healthy more times than not. More whole foods like oats, egg whites. Does bacon count? But yeah, I follow If It Fits Your Macros, so if I want a Pop-Tart every once in a while, I have a Pop-Tart. And it is totally okay as long as it is under my calories and under my macros for the day. So let's get this video started. The first thing I consume during the day is a coffee, black, because there's 0 calories in black coffee. Actually, I've seen that there's like 2 or 3, but that ain't gonna do nothing. I drink my black coffee because 1, caffeine suppresses appetite. 2, coffee has some good things in it. I should probably look into what exactly those things are, but it curbs my appetite in the morning and I try to fast for as long as possible. I've been doing kind of an intermittent fasting schedule. I just fast as long as I can in the morning and then I start my day eating. That way I can have bigger meals later on and I stay fuller and it makes dieting easier. As soon as I finish this coffee, which I do highly suggest learning to drink black because that does significantly decrease your calories for the day because coffee filled with sugar knocks you like 100 calories, 200 calories. That's a lot of food you could be eating. Not really. It's a little bit of food you could be eating. After that, I drink my other drink. This is apple cider vinegar. I do that because apple cider vinegar is good for you. What I do is I take a water bottle, I put about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in it to dilute it, then I throw in 2 packets of stevia so that it doesn't taste like shit. So it's about 11 o'clock now. Usually before I hit the gym, I like having something moderate in carbs and moderate in protein. Just a little something so that I'm not going to the gym on an empty stomach. Sometimes it's a small bowl of oats, sometimes it's like a bowl of cereal, sometimes it's a little fruit. But today I'm going to have this blueberry cobbler 1 bar, and that's just because I am craving something sweet. 20 grams of protein, 24 grams of carbs, 10 of which are fiber. Also 8 grams of fat, just a little something to fuel me for this workout. I got deadlifts and arms. Every Friday, deadlift and arm day. Today is my conventional deadlift day. I've been doing conventional and sumo. We'll see if I actually do hook grip today. Because the last time I did hook grip, I did a little higher volume and my thumbs have been numb for the past 3 days. Maybe it's normal like for the day of, but to consistently feel numb, I feel like I might be causing nerve damage. Looked in a bunch of forums, apparently that's not a super common thing. It happens to some people, and they were typically suggesting not to do it if it's killing your nerves. So I may just switch to mixed grip and then also do reverse mixed grip so that my shoulders stay even. We'll see how it goes. We'll probably try hook grip and then switch over if it's not going according to plan. I've been doing double overhand grip up until 315. Gonna try it on 365, see if I can grip it for a single double overhand. If not, we're gonna go straight to hook grip and test that out. I guess that counts as a double overhand PR, but yeah, it slipped at the end. Going to hook grip for 405. So these are feeling pretty okay. I may just stick with hook grip on top sets and work on it for like 2 or 3 singles from now on. My thumbs feel fine. It's just like when I did high volume, I did like 20 heavy deadlifts last time. That stuff wrecked my thumbs. Keep the volume down. Gonna go for a 455 next, and that'll probably be the last single. If it looks extra good, maybe we'll do another, we'll see. Fuck it, let's do one more. That's a hook grip PR. We're gonna go down to the low 300s and try to work on some double overhand grip work. Maybe like 325 if I can for triples. And then we're gonna start doing some bis and tris, maybe some shoulders. Yeah, shoulders, bis and tris. And if you're curious as to why I'm not using a belt, I'm just trying to up my like core strength here for my squats and deadlifts. I haven't been using a belt for 3 or 4 months now, so we'll get back to it eventually and shoot for some new PRs. By the way, if you like the headband, it's Pulsate Athletic Wear from Tim Thibodeau and his sister. Check them out. Alright guys, I thought I'd do a quick workout voiceover since I haven't done one of these in a while, just so I can explain to you why I'm doing certain movements. This is the standing overhead press, which I believe is probably the best movement you can do to target every head of your deltoids. It hits the front delt, the medial delt, and the rear delt, and yeah, it's also a great exercise for building up your pressing strength to aid in your bench press. Next up, we got 3 sets of 15 on the dumbbell lateral raises. I don't go too heavy on these. I see a lot of people going heavier, but I like to focus on form and the contraction and just use these to really pump up my delts. This is one of my favorite shoulder exercises to do. It actually probably is my favorite shoulder exercise to do because I hate pressing. Then we move on to biceps, and I typically have been starting with the straight bar cable curls, and I go pretty light and try to hit 15 to 20 reps on these just to burn out my biceps prior to starting my main bicep workout. This is a pretty popular technique called pre-exhausting, and I've been using it because it really makes you feel the pump when you start your heavier bicep exercises later on in the workout. Speaking of heavier bicep exercises, immediately after pre-exhausting my biceps, I go into some heavy dumbbell curls. I'm using 40s here for 3 sets of 6.
So the lower sets of 6 to 8 reps on bicep curls I love because it really just allows me to feel them getting blown up during the workout. Lastly, for biceps, I always include a hammer curling exercise, and I typically just use dumbbells. Here I'm doing 3 sets of 10, and I do these to hit the brachialis for a more full bicep. They also hit the brachioradialis for bigger forearms. Definitely a good exercise to include in your bicep routine. Then for triceps, I only do 2 exercises. I do 1 heavy and then 1 burnout. For my heavy lift, I typically do these overhead tricep extensions with a heavy dumbbell. I can't tell what weight that is. I think it's an 80. Then I burn out with 3 sets of 12 to 15 on rope tricep extension. Sometimes I'll use a straight bar, but I prefer the rope on these just because I feel the contraction more. You guys might think, why am I doing more bicep exercises than tricep exercises? I think it's because my triceps are a little more built already just from the closer grip of my bench press. Last up, I did a 4-minute Tabata on the battling ropes. I did regular waves, alternating waves, I did some sideways things, and yeah, I just went hard for 4 minutes, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, then repeat, so there's 8 cycles. And this thing burned me out so bad. I had to sit for a little bit after the workout before going home, probably like 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm just trying to include some more high intensity cardio because most of my cardio tends to be low intensity, steady state.
So I got one of these enlightened marshmallow treats. This is the apple cinnamon flavor. I tried the regular flavor and I liked it. So I'm kind of confused as to why these got so much hate, but we'll do a quick review on the apple cinnamon flavor. What the hell? I don't know why people didn't like these. They're a bit dry compared to a normal Rice Krispie treat, but it's a protein treat. It's not supposed to taste like the real thing. It's supposed to taste close, but not exactly. I really like these.
So this is a pretty typical post-workout meal for me. It's 1 cup of egg whites, 3 pieces of bacon, and then oats of some sort with miscellaneous mix-ins. Today I did marshmallow fluff, 50 grams of blackberries, and then as much of this enlightened apple cinnamon crisp as I could put in there, and it looks delicious. About 900 calories, 80 grams of protein. My post-workout meal is typically around 1,000 calories and like anywhere from like 50 to 90 grams of protein. It really varies. As long as I get my protein by the end of the day, I'm good. And yeah, I am ready to plow this. Just got out of the shower. Here's the deal. Uber is doing a thing where they pay us 1.5 times pay for the PGA Tour. Justin Bieber was here the other day. I'm naked. I need to get dressed. I'm gonna go Uber for a little bit and then eat. This is insane. So many people going to this thing. So it is now almost 6 o'clock. I am now in Huntersville, North Carolina, not Charlotte, because the first ride I got, it was a 2.1 times surge, so I got a little extra money there. An hour and 13-minute long trip, but I got $54 plus $5 tips, so it's almost 60 bucks in, what, 73 minutes? Pretty decent. Only downside is I have to drive back to Charlotte, but usually I can get a ride back towards that way, so that shouldn't be too bad. I'm actually going to have a small snack right now. I have this Almond Bliss Yeah 1 bar. These things, if you have not tried them, are very similar to Almond Joys, but high protein, 21 grams protein, I believe. They are bomb. You should try them out. They even got the almond like the Almond Joy does. So good. Alright guys, we are in the very uncommon, very rare situation that I am not hungry at all. For whatever reason, I do not know. Sometimes hungry goes. I still have 1,233 calories remaining. I don't know if I'm gonna get that down. I don't think I'm gonna force myself to eat if I'm not hungry because tomorrow's rest day. So I just need to get my protein in. So I need another 60 to 70 grams of protein. Don't want to lose my gains, but we may not eat all those calories. Gonna play some Rainbow Six for a little bit, maybe watch a few YouTube videos and see if my late night hunger kicks in. Fate of this video is to be announced, determined, came all over.
I decided it's probably gonna be kind of hard to get 70 grams of protein. So I actually picked up this protein water the other day from GNC because it was on sale. I never buy anything from GNC unless it's on sale. Optimum Nutrition protein water. I have a little bit of faith in it because Optimum Nutrition has those cake bites, which are delicious. This is icy blue protein water, but I have a feeling it's gonna taste like it came out of Kanye West's butt crack. So let's give it a try. 90 calories, 2 grams of carbs, 20 grams protein. I'm gonna shake it. Doesn't smell like butt crack. It is actually not bad. It's like oddly more viscous than regular water, so it's a little thicker, doesn't flow as much, using freaking science words. But yeah, flavor's not bad. The Isopure thingies like this tend to taste like butt and have a butt crack aftertaste in addition to the butt taste, but this doesn't have much butt. I would drink this again. Probably not gonna spend money on it though, so probably not gonna drink it again. Yeah. I have come to the conclusion that I'm going to eat the rest of this bag of Enlightened Mesquite Barbecue Broad Bean Crisps. That is 200 calories and 14 grams of protein. Not quite enough, so I'm gonna go downstairs and find something with protein in it. We're gonna eat it, and we're probably not gonna hit 2,600 calories today because I'm not hungry. Normally, I would say finish those calories so that my workout tomorrow is good and my weight stays consistent, but tomorrow's rest day. Don't really need the extra calories, so whatever. So good. What you see in this bowl is a protein brownie, 30-second protein brownie. In this case, it's a blondie because I use glazed donut flavored whey instead of chocolate whey. The thing I just never see people do is throw in mix-ins, and it's honestly like such a good idea. I just put in some mini M&Ms and I threw in a Rice Krispie treat with M&Ms in it, and it makes it turn out super sexy and tastier. Got that? So yeah, that's the end of my macros. I'm gonna eat this and then I'll end the video. What's up, y'all? It's been approximately 30 seconds. It is pretty much bedtime for me. My macros for the total day, my total macros for the day. I am really bad at speaking today. Maybe my brain's dying. Anyway, my total calories for the day ended up being 1,973, which, disclaimer, is extremely low for me. All week I've been eating 2,600 calories daily and been starving. I don't know what happened today, but I'm not gonna force feed. I just wasn't hungry today. Total macros were 27 grams of fat, 226 grams of carbs, 51 grams of fiber out of that 226 grams of carbs, and then 183 grams of protein, which is plenty of protein. I would like to point out, you do not need protein powder or protein bars or protein Rice Krispies or protein broad bean crisps from Enlightened to hit your macros. You could simply eat like eggs or egg whites or chickens or pigs or beef cows. I'm going to watch some It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with my Twitter, my dog. Where is she? I'm going to find my dog and then watch some It's Always Sunny, and also gotta brush my teeth. Always brush your teeth. Again, the only way to lose fat is to consume fewer calories than you are to burn. I seriously cannot freaking talk today. Is to burn more calories than you're consuming. That's it. That's the only requirement. Hope you learned something today. Give the video a thumbs up since you learned so much today, and subscribe today.
It's time to subscribe.